Okay, so I just want to make an update video. I just installed Outlands on two computers, so a laptop and then another sleeper PC that I'm making. And it was way easier than my other video. So previously I would either use Steam. I had done it successfully with Lutris only, but it was hit or miss. But it seems like they've made some probably changes in the newer versions of Proton. So it was super easy. So I want to show that here. So what are you going to need? You're going to need two applications. You're going to need Lutris, which is what you install the game with, and how you kind of launch the game. And then you're also going to need an application called Proton Up Qt. Both of these things you should be able to find either in your like software manager or in your package manager. If you don't know how to find an application on Linux, what you want to do is you want to type the name of the application. So how do I install Lutris on Arch? How do I install Lutris on Linux Mint or Debian or whatever the case is? I'm running on Arch and this works great for me. So that means if you're on something like Cashy OS, it'd probably be a very similar experience. So either way, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you need to open up Proton Up Qt and go install for Lutris, and then click add version. You'll see compatibility tool, GE Proton. You want to download the latest one. Right now it's 10.3.4. So you can go ahead and install that. I already have that installed, so we don't need that. And then once that's done, you can close Proton Up Qt. I would suggest relaunching Lutris so that it loads the new runner. And then what you want to do is on the side before you install, on the wine configuration, you want to go to the runner options and you want to set GE Proton, either the latest, which is 10.3.4, or the 10.3.4 that you downloaded specifically, as the wine version. And then you want to disable DXVK. That can sometimes cause a black screen on the launcher. So disable that, and then you're ready to install. Go to the Outlands website, download the exe. Remember where you saved it. So I will go to the plus sign up here. I guess I'll go slow. So plus sign up here, install a Windows game from an executable. Game name, UO Outlands. You can name it whatever you want. Click install. Install. If you want it to show up on your application launchers or whatever, you're going to want to check these boxes here and then continue, and then select the setup file. So I have it right in my main folder, outlands.exe. Install. It'll do its thing and the launcher should pop up, and then you just click OK and it'll start downloading. So I guess one thing I can show you while this is kind of downloading is if you had like a previous installation of Outlands and you go, holy shit, I have like all my profiles and my GUMP settings and all my Razor settings and macros and stuff like that. You can actually copy that. It's in a folder called the data folder. And if you just make a copy of that data folder, keep it somewhere, on Google Drive, wherever you need to transfer it over. And then if you actually just copy that folder into the UO folder, when it's done installing, you'll have all your settings. So some people might not be aware of that. If you've played Ultima for a long time, you probably already know that, but I'll show where to paste it once it's installed. Okay, when it finishes installing, I don't usually push play now. You probably could, it's probably fine, but I just close the launcher. This will exit with return code 0. We're good to go. Click close. Sometimes you might get the icon, sometimes you don't. You can always download an icon from Google, and then you can go to configure and you can manually add it here. And that way your application launchers and stuff will have a nice Outlands logo when you launch. It doesn't really matter, but if you're into that kind of thing, then it does matter. So in terms of how to copy the data folder, go to the documents where I saved my data folder. The default installation is going to be in your home directory, folder called Games, UO Outlands, Drive C, Program Files, Outlands, Classic UO. In here, this data folder that you would copy, you just paste, apply, replace all. We're good to go. Close this. And now when we launch, it should launch with all my settings and my Razor stuff as well. So sign in. Okay, log in, and then you can see it's all my setup. So my UI is all set up how I like it. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I missed anything, but it's definitely easier than the last method, and hopefully that makes your installations a bit cleaner.